This is an exciting video, folks, and this is a continuation of the same day of me working in the pasture, getting all of that grass raked up and windrowed and ready for baling. It took me all day. I got rained on. I had to ted it 2 or 3 times, finally got it windrowed. The IBEX TX80 belt rake did a great job windrowing the hay, but now it's time to switch to the IBEX baler and get out here and turn these windrows into bales of hay. So when Tractor Tools Direct sent us this hay baler, I asked for the electronic package, so I'm just gonna have a remote on the tractor, and I also asked for the drawbar. So I'm gonna hook this drawbar up first and then wheel out the baler. So this chain actually hooks up to your top link, and on the Summit, you only have one set of lands here for your top link. So we're gonna have to take the top link off. Easy enough to do. And the reason for this chain is so that you don't inadvertently lower down your 3-point hitch and hit the PTO shaft. If that will thread in there, that'll work. I think that'll work. Keeps that drawbar from going down. You can see how close that is to that PTO shaft, and that's what that chain's supposed to do, is keep that from hitting it.
This baler has a remote, very whittle. Okay, just hit the A button when you hear the alarm. We'll see. We'll also see if he loses it. I'm excited. I wasn't able to see in person when he was baling last year. I had a horrible reaction to the hay. So this year I'm trying to keep my distance a little bit, but willing to take the chance to see this super coolness.
All right, so we cranked it up for the very first time. I'm just looking it over, make sure everything's hooked up correctly. Not a lot here except for the drawbar and the PTO shaft, and everything else is self-contained within the baler. It's got its own hydraulic pump. I've already set the arm, and you can see the baler wheels are turning. So you see the pickup teeth down there, how close they are to the ground. I want to make sure they're not hitting the dirt, but they look at the right height right now. Talking to Marty and Pat, and they said once it's set up and you got that arm set for the twine, that you just go, see this, build the bale, and then you'll hit that A button and it should pop out a bale. I hope, because it's been a long day and I would like this to go smoothly.
Place your bets. Is it going to go smoothly? We're going to have Piney Grove hiccups. We're gonna follow like a puppy. So I can get close up of the first bale that pops out. He keeps looking back. Very first time, very first row. We don't know how much hay will make a bale. I guess I'll know when he stops that it's gonna spit out a bale. Ooh! Oh, you can't miss that. Did you hear that? Here we go. Oh my goodness, exciting. Arm goes down. There she comes. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's super cool, look. Oh my gosh, look how well that's the twine wrapped. Oh wow, that did great. I can't believe it, that went so smooth. Look.
Wow.
Right? Brad said, wow.
Wow.
That's awesome. That alarm was loud. You can't not hear that. You can't ask for something to go smoother, especially us. Okay, so we hit the button and the cover closed. And so I guess he went a row and a half, and these are short rows. Like he said, we're just demoing this right now. We're not in full hay production. He's just trying to acclimate to the equipment and figure it out. So it was a short row and a half to get a bale. So we'll see if it's the same for the next bale, because this over there looks a little bit thicker than what he just went over. There'll be a learning curve on the raking and going over the windrows. Oh, there we go, here he comes. Arm comes up, you can see the twine wrapping. There she comes. So then he'll use the remote and he'll close the gate and go on to the next one. Okay, second bale. Super cool, super exciting. And I have to tell you guys, it's the 4th of July. Happy Independence Day, America. We came out here late morning today, and this man is so determined. He went ahead and tedded this, he raked it, and he wanted to bale it before day's end. And it's early evening now. He's probably the hardest working man I've ever met. I think we're also battling a possible rain shower too. I expect it to yell any minute. Yep. Your arm comes up. Brad hits the button. And a new baby hay bale is born. Look at her. Just look at her. She's so cute.
I can't tell you how excited I am. Last year, and we're gonna link that video from last year down below, but I struggled and struggled to get my first bale. I broke off a shear pin. I just did everything wrong. And I literally came up to the windrow with this IBEX equipment. I centered the tractor and I went down until I heard the alarm, and I did just like Tractor Tools Direct said. I hit the button after it was done rolling the twine, and it spit out a bale. We've done 3 bales so far. It is so easy. I've heard that these things are very reliable, very dependable, and I'm just beyond excited because now we have achieved haying independence out here at Piney Grove. And go back and check out my hay raking video. I thought it would take a wider windrow for hay, so my windrow is a little wide, so I'm leaving just 2 or 3 inches of hay on either side of the windrow, but not bad. I'm not wasting much at all. This is a shakedown cruise. We're just doing this to learn the equipment. This was the last piece of equipment to learn after the drum mower and the hay rake and now the baler. And now we're just gonna keep filming it because we're having fun.
I'm curious how heavy these are. The last ones were kind of heavy for me, but this looks actually bigger. So I'm kind of curious as to how. Yeah, that's a little heavy, but I can pick it up. Uh-oh, there she goes. I think the neighbors can hear that alarm. Hits the button, closes the gate, keep on keeping on. So that one looked like he got a bale quick because he got that bale and then he just went down, not even one whole row. He'll rake narrower windrows next time. But, oh, look at that. From there to there, he already got another bale. Crazy. That last bale was really quick. This is a lot thicker, I think. Look at it, just sucks up the hay like a vacuum cleaner. Ooh, that'll scare you. Arm comes up. Wrap. Stops wrapping. Then he hits the button. Away he goes. Like he said, he's leaving a little bit on each side, but next time we'll be more efficient. My guess is he's close to another bale. What do you think? Yep. Wow, I cannot believe how smooth this is going. Okay, we've got 7 bales so far, just in this little area. And I realize you big farmers like that's no big deal. I wonder if he'll get 2 bales out of here. Do 1 and a piece of 1. Okay, she's gonna scream. Yep. So there's our little bales. As you see, he got only 2 on that side. And then he got 2, 4, 6 on this side, and I hear it screaming across the pasture. Okay, good little experiment. Bella's still in the window, not happy. This is the other test area by the pond. He's gone this whole way and hasn't yelled at him yet. Oh, there he goes. Here we go. He waited for me so I could see it spit out. Something satisfying about that. Is that odd? More satisfying because this is new, right? New equipment. It's only our 2nd year haying, so that's kind of exciting too. It's all of it. All of it's satisfying. Ooh, that was quicker. That was a lot quicker. I mean, it's really fascinating when you think about it.
You want to do it?
Yeah, I kind of do.
Easy.
Yeah. Oh, I get a turn.
I just love to get her involved, and this is a real easy process. I got the tractor wide open, 540 RPM, which is like 2,600 RPM on the engine, and just keep the center of the tractor over the windrow and listen for the alarm. And with hearing protection, and I'm hard of hearing, I heard it. You stop, you let the bale wrap with the twine, it'll cut the twine, and then you kick it out by hitting the A button, and then you close the door by hitting the A button. She had to swing wider. She didn't swing wide enough to catch that right there. So you can see how much hay she missed. So I'm excited for her to kick out her first bale. You can see if the windrow's too high, the tractor starts to pick some up. So now it's wrapping the bale. Then that cutter will cut it. And once it's cut, boom, that's a nice bale. They say you never forget your first bale. So with the drawbar, you saw right there, it's hard to make a turn. So if it was on the 3-point hitch, you could actually pick the baler up and start right on the row, but most people are gonna have bigger hay fields than this. This is just our plot or our test patch. And so we're gonna leave a little bit behind, but there's 2 ways you can hook it up, 3-point hitch and drawbar. And I just thought drawbar would be better because it lets you see, whereas when it was 3-point hitch, alarm's going off, I gotta catch her second bale. All right, bale number 2 for Miss Piney Grove.
Well, that was fun. We're on a race against the clouds. I'm cautious, and I'm slow, and I'm inefficient. Brad is none of those things. Been running Bella, editing, doing some things inside. Was not dressed to be outside and be on the tractor or be on video, but you know, life of a content creator. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if your hair is in a goofy bun and you're in a pair of leggings. When there's something cool, you gotta just jump on the opportunity, right? Oh, here we go. But he can go back and pick up a little bit more to get one more bale out of this. And then the experiment will be over and super successful. I don't know, maybe he will get a bale. Yeah? Look at that. I think he'll go around and pick up some odds and ends to get one more bale. This is Florida life. Look how pretty it is there. Oh, wait. And it's cloudy right there. Welcome to Florida. He's just pushing that bale out of the way so he could get the clump that was right behind it. One more, yep. He wants that one more bale of hay. There's a clump up there. How many more clumps until he gets the last bale? He's gonna be going up and down this pasture for 15 minutes, which is what little bit's left, trying to get that last bale. Oh, scoop and roll, scoop and roll. Well, art form to be gentle with it and not rake up too much hay that he wants to catch with the baler. Oh, look, a twofer. Oh, there she goes. Oh, he dumped it without, oh, he just went ahead and dumped it. It's not twined, but almost. He was really close to having another bale.
Guys, I just can't say enough about that baler. Absolutely automatic, absolutely flawless. And I don't know how to wrap the last bale. I just don't know how to do it. So I hit the A button hoping that it would wrap it, but it didn't. But it's a tight enough bale that you could handle it a little bit and it's not gonna fall apart. Deb's like, you were so close to having a full bale. There's 2 things that people have asked about these bales in the past. Number 1, what are they worth? Retail, right around $10, but if there's an abundance of hay, you're probably looking more like $7 retail. Now wholesale, what can you sell them for? Like if you had a whole load of them, you want to sell them to a feed store, probably $5 a bale. And then the second part is how much do they weigh? And I always say about 40 pounds. And I've had a replaced shoulder. I've had shoulder surgery about 8-10 months ago, so I can't lift that much. But I lifted this bale earlier, and it's not that bad to lift. In fact, we did 100 bales last year, and me and Deb stacked them. And you see Deb, she's pretty slight. I like to say she weighs about as much as a wet sheepdog. But her and I stacked 100 bales. Let's go get the HISUN and get these bales out of the weather, and then we're gonna call it a day, because I'm hungry. It's dinner time.
That's the after. For like 16 bales is what we got in our demo. This battery pack should last 1,000 hours, and you see by the indicator, it's still got plenty of juice left. So the remote gets tucked away in there, that gets closed, and it magnetically sticks to the top. So it's ready to go again, full battery, plenty of twine. Do you blow off your baler when you're done using it? I'm gonna guess no, but we do. You know it's hot when Bradford's got shorts on. HISUN and the Summit dump trailer. What a good pair.
So I got 3 that way. I think I can get 4 if I put them on end. As if there wasn't enough chaos, we added Bella to the mix. She loves running. Now she's got this low grass where she can get some more smells. Remember when I pushed the bales with the tractor? I guess I caught the 2 of them together. But we got 1 load up in the barn. This trailer doesn't carry too much, but we ended up with 15 bales total. What we're noticing about the bales is there might be a little variance in the size. So with this type of baler, you don't have any choice. You just hit the button when the alarm sounds. Deb said I'm wrapped up in the twine. Yeah, that must have been where I rolled that one, huh? So this twine isn't knotted or anything. It's just wrapped around the bale twice. But there we go. That's year 2 of baling hay out here at Piney Grove. We now have our own equipment thanks to Tractor Tools Direct. Check them out. We'll put some links down below. Deb and I are going to finish getting the rest of these in the barn. But that's going to wrap up today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Click that like button if you did. Otherwise, we'll catch you on the next one. And remember, life's short, tractor hard.